Alright guys, so this video is going to be, I found out it's an obscure model actually that I've never seen on it anywhere on any site. And it's on all4wargames.com. It's a Leviathan Dreadnought. There's different versions obviously, but this one has this freaking bird head. So wicked. This is gonna be for my Raven Guard. And this is like the top. It's like Legion. Wicked. Ugh, love that shit. Alright, so and then he's got this wicked claw. But this is gonna be very tricky. But it will be fully functioning when I get done with it. So on this so far, normally I'm showing you guys primed, finished, already magnetized, so I can just cover over. This video is going to be a little different because these I'm only partial way through on the dreadnought so far, and when I was starting to trim off and clip like I normally would those Tau, where the legs are letting me get in there and clip, and I don't know if their resin is different. It's fragile, so this shit just shattered when I was using my clippers. So I was working on the knees and the thighs, and they just shattered all in different. So I got chunks missing of the freaking part, and so what I did is I just rebuilt. So here's the foot. I've got like 3 of these in there in a row, stacked up in there. Cause see, that's kind of a thick part. It's solid resin, the foot. So I put 3x3, 3x3, 3x3 squished in there, and then I always, get that flush edge. Then the same thing in here. I put like 2 3x3s in there. Drilled through there. So you've got, let's turn on the light. This is 9x3 millimeter, 9x3 millimeter, 3x3, 3x3. And these on here, like when I was putting the 3x3s, these were getting sucked in this way. So these are strong magnets. So these were not hard. They weren't fighting or anything, because I do my magnets like on a stack like this, and then you just glue it in, and then it wasn't difficult. Just hold that in with one finger and work it off, and then squish it in and hold it. Take the cigarette ash with the super glue and put that in there, and get that started, get that bond going, and then on the inside as well, doubles it up. Put some more super glue on there, more ash, press it. Same thing on the inside, back and forth until that fills up any gaps. Doesn't have to be even perfect, but better the better footprint you give for that magnet to sit within, then So that gives our foot and magnet some room here. Right. Next part here. So So this is what really got destroyed. So the part, God, it's kind of this shape. The part was, but it had like one of these circle details down here. So I grinded it off flat because it's, God, right where the center is, where I need to start with a blade. It's like cratery. So I need to flatten that and then put my drill hole and drill thing here. So I was trying to use clippers to get in here because it starts out a little space and then it's a solid part. But when I clipped it, I mean, the whole damn thing on this piece is gone. So I just took some thick piece of something else, glued it in there. But see, there's two 6x3 magnets glued side by side because this is a solid inner piece that's going in between two other magnets. We're doing a magnet lever technique. This is going into the pelvis. So we're just looking at this right now, that knee part. All right, so then I can build this up. I'm gonna actually show you guys now. Alcohol bath down below here. So you can build it up. All I'm doing here is just making a footprint. So this is a great tutorial on rebuilding damaged parts, basically, because these are, you're not even going to be able to tell when I get done with this. It's going to look badass and be fully functioning. I want a 90 degrees edge in there. That little dimple in it. There we go. Alright, so why this is going to look great when I'm done, because this is the upper thigh part that's going to glue in. Like that. And completely cover all that. See? And then this so all I need to do, whichever way, it's looking like that way is going to be better. No. There's no instructions with this shit, so you're... God. But basically, that part's going to go there. I'm going to glue it so it hides all that. Fill that in. There's all kind of drill shavings that you can put a glue in there, and so when you're ready now, you know where it's going to be at. You just pull that off. Put some glue in there and some shavings and start building that part up in there. So it's all one part like this. But without this right now, we'll just set that aside. So this is the pelvis. So there is a 9x3 and a 9x3. And I have yet this, so let me show you something. This is what. Fucking strong. So, I mean, this one's going to be able to do way more. Won't even need a damn stand, it's very secure. One thing, unlike on this torso piece, so I remember I was showing you the head goes here, that's his back, tailpipes. This is his left arm socket. So I put a 6x3mm hole sink in there, 6x3 in here, 6x3 here, I'll put a 3x3 in here after. This is the piece that goes up in there, so when I was drilling it, it kind of went off to the right here and it opened up that side. And then I used the drill to drill more into the center here, so it's gonna be like, so it looks like that's the way it's gonna go, but so there's our parallel fit. It fits on its own, but I'm gonna do a magnet here that's gonna be dictated by what's going on already down here. I don't want to put anything that's, let it. I want whatever attracts it, whatever direction down. Then from that, get that one in. Then that one's gonna dictate everything going up. So even all the way up to these side arms, it's going to matter. So. So here. So there's two 6x3s that fit in that, stacked in there. Alright, now we're done with our below the belt. And I like to keep like a stack like that, it just makes it easier to. So that's a good way to see how I stack my magnets. So there's 1, 2, 3. We're gonna glue in there. So we don't want to be here all damn day. think there's only going to be needed 2 in there. I want to keep that dip, so I'll just put 2. Since we need to keep going the same direction. Always double check, just it's better to double check than freaking do it wrong. So now this is just not even touching it. See, it'll hold it up by itself now. But there's quite, there's 2 in there, so there's about a space of 2 between them until you. So this should push up in there. It goes a little bit, but what that's going to do for me is going to allow me to adjust this part, and then here's the pelvis down, so it'll make it to where he's pointing downward with his chest. So if there's somebody here and I'm doing a narrative play picture with a camera to do still shots to really show off this model and his moving capabilities after I get done with him, and then so it just gets that extra option, and that'll work fine. Trying to just get some range here, just test the range on his legs. I mean, there's plenty of room to like fix a deal here. Put him on a clear stand and just put a no-fly to let opponents know that figure does not fly unless he has jetpacks, which I don't think Leviathans can fly. So now we've already got these here. I like to wait. I like to do the arms first before I sink these side ones in. It's just something I do. I have no idea what the hell these are. Oh my goodness. Where those go? These are going to be his shoulders. So I'm going to have to sink one here. This is for holding his gun. So we're going to be boom. Drill a hole in here. Like that. Or like that. And so you're going to see where I'm going to have to go with this. This is a separate piece. Drill a hole through that. Drill a hole through this. Drill a hole through that. Put a magnet in here. A 3x3 and a 3x3. 3x3 in there. Boom. And that'll magnetize that piece going up and down. Then a 3x3 in here. It's not bigger. I'm going to try to put a C to 6x3 in here. Better, bigger the better on that. I'm going to put a bit biggest one I can put in here, 6x3, if I can squeeze that in. Even if there's a little, it's probably good. It'll help it move more with these little spikes that are coming off. But it'll be real strong. And then here, yeah, it's doable. So 6x3 on that. On here, what my plan is to make this work, because this is not going to work like this. I mean, you could do even, it's really not. So what I'm planning to do, I'm going to grind this down to where there's no, get that down, so that's going to seat in there and turn. But I'm going to grind these down. Whoa. Grind these side circles down. And then I'm going to replace those. With the same shape magnets. Same thickness. And just replace that 3D part with this magnet on both sides. And then on here, the way it's going to have to be, it's going to have to use a magnet on each side glued up using that tiny footprint where the bend is in that middle part. So let me show you here. That's where the right there is where the magnet's going to have to go up. like a little circle, like a coin standing on its edge. And that's where that method of the cigarette ash with the glue is going to really kick in, because then you're not screaming at this part for 2 hours. It'll help bond it just enough where you can move it, help fix it in place. You want to do those first, the most difficult to glue first. Actually, it really might be okay to do these little parts in here first, because it'll actually help hold it in place. It'll be stacked on the outside there with that right there in between it, and it's glued there. You can get a little X-Acto knife and groove that up, groove that in a little deeper for that magnet that's going to be sitting in that part right there. I'm going to have to do another video. That's going to take me some time, because that's 6 magnets installed like that, plus 2 on each here. 3 claws, so 6. Man, that's a lot of, and then I got 2 claws to do, so I'll get all that done so then you can see how badass that's gonna be. It's gonna look wicked. Even with the magnets on there, it's just gonna have more detail. It's gonna be sick. So I'll stop the video here, and then here's the other side, other arm, shoulder. So I have to put those holes in too. Alright guys, next part coming here.